Tammy McCall Browning. Man, I remember when they were saying that this lady was, supposed to be a part of the cast of the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 8, but come to find out she'll be there on the show for at least an episode, but she's not an actual cast member. But anyway, the following news comes courtesy of TMZ. TMZ writes, and I quote, "There was real life drama during a recent Real Housewives of Atlanta shoot with a troubled ex-NBA player allegedly knocking one of the women to the ground. Multiple sources tell TMZ Sports it all went down at a home in Miami back in September where ex-Washington Wizards player Glen Rice Jr. was involved in a scene with Tammy McCall Browning. For your information, Glen is the same guy who was recently arrested in Atlanta after being shot in a dispute at a restaurant owned by T.I. Our sources tell us producers brought Browning in to test her for a full-time gig on the show, and she brought Rice Jr. because she thought it would help her chances. But things took a turn for the worse when they began drinking, with the ladies complaining to producers that Glen was getting aggressive and making the women uncomfortable. We're told Tammy went to ask Glen to leave, and as one source says, quote, he lost it. Our sources say Glen went to confront one of the housewives and Tammy tried to get in the way to stop him, but he wouldn't stop and knocked her to the ground. Tammy smacked her head pretty hard and began to cry. We're told the whole thing was captured on video. In fact, footage of Tammy reeling in pain was used in the promo for the new season. Tammy was eventually taken to the hospital for evaluation, where doctors determined she was fine, no concussion. But later, Tammy and Glen returned to the home, where the housewives made it clear Glen wasn't welcome. An argument ensued and cops were called to the scene. Things eventually calmed down. No one was arrested and Glen left without further incident. But our sources say Glen was told he was not welcome back and Tammy did not get a featured role on the show. We reached out to Rice for comment. So far, no word back, end quote. So here's the deal. It could be possible that they were trying to strum up some sort of controversy to get her on the show, and come to find out, it was a staged scene. Maybe not on the producer's part, but on this lady and this basketball player's part. Maybe they concocted some crazy idea to strum up some sort of drama to make sure that she got that check, basically. But who knows? Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more.